What's up, Internet? It's your boy, the True Dark Magician, back again for another video. Today, I am at Trinity Church in my hometown of Springfield for BingCon. BingCon is a small and intimate convention for local artists and vendors that I look forward to every year because, one, I get to see some of my favorite local artists and some of my friends. So strap yourselves in, Internet, and get ready for another wild tour. Get excited. Let's go. Internet, I'm back again, and I got a really special guest for you today. I've got author of the Family Immortal books, Mr. W.J. Onufer, and I'm gonna take the camera off me, point it at him, and he's gonna talk about who he is, what he does, where he's from, and what he loves.
Hello, Internet. My name is Warren Onufer, under the name W.J. Onufer. I write the Tales of the Vampire Hadley Price books. Now, Chandler has been kind enough to introduce me as writing the Family Immortal books, which is actually partially true. The most recent Tales of the Vampire Hadley Price book is called The Family Immortal. And we are here at the Bing Comic-Con, which is returning after a brief
2-3 years?
COVID vacation, so to speak.
There you go.
So are you coming, I'm talking to Chandler, who is over here. So are you back from you've been to Big Con before, right?
I've come every year since they started.
Hey, Matches. We're live on a podcast.
We're not live, I'm just recording for later.
Say hello to Matches Malone.
Hello.
Mr. Matches Malone.
Hi.
Yes.
Cool.
What are you looking at?
I don't know. Please don't hurt me.
Dude, you gotta feed him questions so we can be interesting.
I'm interviewing you.
You what?
I'm interviewing him. You called him. Oh God.
Where everybody's trying to get in on the act, and everybody's trying to help everybody else.
Oh dear God, why me? So tell us about Tales of the Vampire. How did that get started, and what's it about?
Tales of the Vampire Hadley Price.
Hadley Price.
This Hadley Price is a little cutie. She's a vampire, a little hottie. This is her vampire lover, Nathan. This is her vampire daughter, Svetlana. Now, Hadley, in spite of the fact being petite and little, is actually a superior among vampires. And she has a destiny that we're exploring to find out what exactly her destiny is and how she will use her being more powerful than most other vampires. And along the way, she has really great adventures.
So, how'd you get started in all of this? How did you get started in writing, and what made you come up with the idea for a vampire novel?
I'll give you the brief version. I remember seeing the first Twilight movie. and I'm secure enough in my masculinity to admit that I have purchased and have in fact read all of the Twilight books.
There you go.
And seeing the first Twilight movie, the thing that I kind of had a disconnect on was, why would a 100-year-old vampire be interested in a teenage girl? Okay, so that kind of got me thinking that you have, when Hadley and Nathan met, okay, Hadley purposely got involved with a more mature human, because that's how a long-lived person would be more interested in a mature person, because young people can be annoying. Okay? Was that too much?
No, that was perfect.
Okay. So it all kind of came out of Twilight.
All right, so if anybody watching this wants to find your book and purchase it, where can they go?
Their favorite online bookstore. Or look around for comic cons in the Springfield area, and chances are I'll be here with real books, like
Real
with
books.
paper.
Yes.
Slow tech paper.
Real physical books you can pick up and touch internet. Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
So thank you for stopping by.
Well, thank you. That one, that was so cool. I didn't bring a ton of cash today. But, hello internet, taking another break from the tour to talk to another great local artist. This guy is the author of Murphy's as well as Do Not Enter, but I'm going to let him talk more about it. Mr. Tanner T. Ogle.
Hi, how you doing? My name's Tanner Ogle. I'm a comic artist from East Hampton, Massachusetts. These are my books. I got 2 issues in my series called Murph Out. He's the personification of Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. He's a defense lawyer who gets caught in a prison warden's plot to steal money from the state. I also have an original graphic novel called Do Not Enter. Kind of a Clerk-style mundane comedy about some grocery workers in a small town in Massachusetts. And right now I'm working with my brother, who's not at the table right now. He's a writer. We're working on some new content. Got a couple stories in the works. Yeah. And check out my website, and I post a lot of art. And love to have you check it out.
And just so you remember, internet, I'm posting links to everything that all of my interviewees talk about in the comments below, so check it out. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get started in the graphic novel and comic business?
Well, actually, so I've been I've been drawing since I was a little kid, but I had a friend of mine about 5 years ago, a coworker of mine. I just went to him and said, "Hey, I want to make a comic. Like, do you have any?" He was a writer. Do you have any stories? And he did. So I developed a graphic novel with him called Across the Mother. We're all sold out on that one, but that was my first gig doing that, and we self-published, and I've just been in love with it ever since, and trying to get better and better. Do Not Enter was my next book, and now I have this series that's going. Yeah, and it's, like I said, it's something I've been doing my whole life, and just in the past few years, I really got a new passion for it. I want to make it a career.
Tell us a little bit about the self-publishing process. I'm sure a lot of people out there are curious about what that entails.
It's really not as hard as you'd think, you know. All you got to do is, you know, the hardest part is finishing the book. Is, you know, working, really committing and getting all the pages done and having it be consistent in a reasonable amount of time. You know, all my books taken me about a year. But you know, if you get somebody, if you just get Photoshop yourself, you can letter it, you can even color it if you want to. I've done black and white books, but you know, there's a lot of great online options where you can just, you know, insert the files and print it. I luckily had Chris Weeks, a friend of mine who is a designer, help me put together the book and design it for print and stuff like that. But it's a really fun process, and it's really satisfying to get a physical, you know, copy of your work in hand.
Okay, so if anybody not here at the con wanted to find your book or contact you for artwork and commissions, where would they go?
Well, you can contact me at tannertogle921@gmail for custom commissions and stuff like that. My Instagram handle is tannertogle, and I have a website, lipsumcomics.com. I got a lot of content available on both those platforms, and you can either DM me on Instagram or send me an email, and you know, I'd love to collaborate on comics, do custom character commissions, anything like that.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for talking to us, Mr. Ogle.
Thank you.
And we'll see you later. We'll have a good day. The deal. Dark Magician back again, interview, but this time it's someone special. Somebody really good, and really dear to me in my childhood. This man worked on, get this, one of my favorite titles, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, back in the 90s, before it got all CG and bad. Mr. Jim Lawson, here we go. And go.
Okay, my name is Jim Lawson. I joined the Ninja Turtles probably in 1986-87, so I'm one of the original old guys, I guess. I went to art school. A random meeting was set up between myself and Kevin and Peter through Peter's wife, and I took my portfolio with me, showed the guys my portfolio, which was a different one back then at the time. And they liked my stuff and asked me if I wanted to ink a backup story. That backup story was called Prime Slime Tales. That was my first honest-to-goodness comic book job. And from there, I guess I did some inking, and then as my career with Garage Studios progressed, I became more a penciler, branched out into writing. I wrote some issues of Tales of the TMNT. The last thing I did for Mirage, the last bunch of years, was Volume 4. I penciled that, and I've had a few of my own projects along the way. One was called Planet Racers, another one was called Beat Biker. And the Turtle sold in 2009. From that point on, I've been kind of living the life as a freelance artist. I've done several Kickstarters. If you pan over to my right, your left, you can see some of those Kickstarter books. One from Dinosaur Land, Dragonfly, Hell Ride. The last book, the Fox City Wallops, I did. That was my one and only color book. That came out a couple of years ago, and I haven't really done anything since then. That was pre-COVID, I guess, just before. But I continue to do shows. I do variant covers. If you pan down to your left, yep, there's one for a recent book. Another one there, TMNT 132. That's another very recent book. And so that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to comic book shows.
So tell us a little about what it was like back in the '90s, working for Mirage Studios, working with Jim Lawson and Peter Laird.
Well, it was great at the time. You know, Kevin and Peter, they were having a lot of success.
Kevin.
I joined right before the toy deal and movie deal got made, so I was there when all that happened. And they were like rock stars, and because I got to hang out with them, you know, I kind of got to enjoy a little piece of that, I guess. We would travel the country, even internationally, promoting the Turtles, being recognized wherever we went. It was a crazy, crazy time, and there was a lot of fun back then. We were like a family, myself and the other artists of Mirage Studios. We kind of partied together, worked together, hung out together, ate together. It was just the best of times. Really, really cool.
Okay, so if anybody wanted to get in touch with you to buy a commission or buy your comics, where would they go?
You know, the best way to get in touch with me is through my email, and that's jimlawsonart@gmail.com. That would probably be the best way. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. I'm a terrible social media person, so I don't post half as much as I should. But you've got my email, and that's probably the best way to reach out to me.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. This has been a real honor, and I'm gonna post everything you just said in the comments below. All right. So what's up, Internet? I'm back again. This time with one of my favorite illustrators. He's worked on one of my favorite IDW titles, Transformers. Some of you may have heard of that, and some of you may have heard of it that weren't born in the 80s. But this guy is the legit, he's the real deal. I'm gonna point the camera at him and let him talk, Mr. Casey Collier.
Everybody, Casey Collier here. We're here at local Springfield show. Just hanging out, drawing some pics, having a good time. Everybody's good out there, and check out the YouTube channel.
So tell us a little about you. How did you get started in comic books? And how did you get started in IDW doing Transformers?
I got started in 2008, which is about 1,000 years ago. There was actually a contest on their website, that online forum. I entered their contest. This is the really short version of the story. I wound up winning the contest, which got my name and my work in front of the editor-in-chief. And shortly after that, they offered me my first job, which was, some of you might have seen it, the Killing Joke homage for All Hail Megatron #1. But I've been drawing all my life, pretty much, and you know, I always loved comic books growing up. Mostly Marvel stuff, but I read a little bit of everything. But it's always been a passion of mine. Just practiced a lot, and eventually got lucky, got into it.
What were some of your earlier titles before IDW?
I was a big X-Men fan growing up. X-Men, Spider-Man. Obviously, back when Marvel had Transformers, when I was young, I started with that. But X-Men, Spider-Man. I did a little Batman. Mostly stuff we've heard of, but independent stuff. 100 Bullets, I really like that. happening, I was way on board with that. So probably a little bit of everything, really. Yeah, my journey kind of traveled through the late 80s, early 90s into the 2000s. And then I finally got some work in 2008.
Oh, okay. So what are you working on now?
Well, right now, IDW is finishing up with Transformers. They're going to travel to a new license holder, which hasn't been announced yet. So I have covers for Shattered Glass Transformers, an exclusive pack-in comic that comes with the toys off of two Hasbro Pulse. There's 3 left to come out. Actually, 2 of them I think just came out. Shattered Glass Flame War and Shattered Glass Slicer. The very last one in December is Shattered Glass Soundwave. So those are coming out soon, if not now. And that'll be it until the new stuff is announced. Maybe I'll be able to get some more on that. Oh, I also have some Magic cards through Wizards of the Coast. There's some Transformers Magic cards that'll be hitting sometime. I don't actually know when.
Hey, Magic the Gathering Transformers?
Yep.
That is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
It's pretty cool.
Okay. And where can they find you if they wanted to buy some of your stuff?
Well, I'm most active on Twitter, which is just twitter.com/KCWCollins. I'm on Instagram at CWC_artist. And I have a YouTube channel, just look it up under my name.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to us. Have a good day, and I look forward to seeing those Magic the Gathering cards.
Yeah, they're out there. They've shown them, so you can find them online.
All right, cool. All right, Internet. So that was it. That was my day at BingCon here in Springfield, Massachusetts. I want to thank everybody who participated in this video, everybody who just came out. Thank you for supporting this great local event. Hopefully, now that COVID's all clear up and more and more people are coming out of their houses, we can keep this going, keep doing this again. So I look forward to doing this next year and sharing it with you, the Internet, my fans. So yes, once again, I have been the True Dark Magician. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I've included links to all the people I've interviewed, their social medias down in the description, as well as I have links here on the screen to some of my past videos. So if you've liked what you've seen today and you want to see more, like my trip to Anime Boston or Boston Fan Expo, you can click and see more. And until next time, Internet, take care of yourselves and one another. And like always, keep unboxing. Bye.